Aypelz, Michael. Okay, so Michael, he was a travelling man. He would always like to travel with his baggage at hand. He was married with land, yeah, he'd sit back with the can. If the bed wasn't made, he'd have a nap on the sand. He was stacking the grand cash, but in under 2 nights he would buy a bit of coke or his son a new bike. Nothing new, right, just a fucking smooth life. But his wife didn't know that he's loving 2 wives. Bloody dude sly when he's away on a business trip. Yeah, his wife screams and she says that she thinks it's shit. Sick of this. She thinks he's getting laid and she's pissed at him. He just wants to get his pay and a bitch to rim. Yeah, he didn't think about his wife or his son, or how his little boy's turning 9 in a month. If he was home, he'd be at the diner till 1, until one day his wife just decided to come. Hey yo, Michael the dog, yeah, he was a cunt. If he was with his wife, he'd be there beating her up. He thought he was above, but anger is sweet, and honestly, it's the best way to achieve. Michael the dog, yeah, he was a cunt. If he was with his wife, he'd be there beating her up. He thought he was above, but anger is sweet, and honestly, it's the best way to achieve. Michael's at the diner, drinking up as usual. His wife's got a plan just to give the cunt a funeral. Pissed off that he thinks a little slut is beautiful. She forgets about the law, ripping up the stupid rules. Walks to her car, sober but she's in a rage. Doesn't even know if the bloke is in a different state. Thinks he might be at the local having dinner late. All she wants now is to open up his freaking face. Yeah, it's a shame how she's kinda not happy. Thinking about all the times Michael got snappy, and how it's gonna be fun sticking shit in his flesh. She's got a drill and she'll give him it in his head. And she was mad, but the idiot's pictured less. A turn killer, flipped her shit, sick to death. Mike doesn't care how distant his missus gets, so she's about to get rid of him, it's a quest. Michael the dog, yeah, he was a cunt. If he was with his wife, he'd be there beating her up. He thought he was above, but anger is sweet, and honestly, it's the best way to achieve. Michael the dog, yeah, he was a cunt. If he was with his wife, he'd be there beating her up. He thought he was above, but anger is sweet, and honestly, it's the best way to achieve. She arrives at the diner, searching for her husband's face. Then she sees him getting served another couple plates. He's with the girl that seems perfect, but the slut is fake. She can feel her heart burning with a lust for pain. So fuck the plan, anger gets the best. The pain that's in her chest is the hatred and revenge. It's making her upset, so she races to a bench. Grab the blade that's in the set, there's no way that you regret. So hateful in a mess, sprinting towards Mike. Could have been verbal, but prison is alright, and violence as a fucking decision is more wise. So she makes the scene look like a hideous sword fight. She gets jailed, now the son is in a care home. Not to say he's fucking lucky that he's there though. Even though he's dead, Michael's got the blame, and his wife is fucking pregnant with his child, what a shame. Michael the dog, yeah, he was a cunt. If he was with his wife, he'd be there beating her up. He thought he was above, but anger is sweet, and honestly, it's the best way to achieve. Michael the dog, yeah, he was a cunt. If he was with his wife, he'd be there beating her up. He thought he was above, but anger is sweet, and honestly, it's the best way to achieve. So that's all you need to know about Michael. There's nothing else to know. Just a fucking dog. So his wife got a blade and stabbed him. That's how it is. That's the end, motherfuckers. Ain't no happy ending with Michael.
The proper girl in the hatches, I'd fuck the shit out of me.